Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
using
think
that.
you're
Your
actually
nickname.
called Roy from Memphis.
I'm gonna call you
I'm
Big
gonna
Dick
close the other
Roy.
one. Whoa.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
What are you doing eating? I thought you went to a hamburger supper.
I didn't eat. I drank the whole time and talked. I'm eating it now. But
Okay.
ready?
Shocker.
I'm gonna start it off. Hey now, welcome
Yeah.
back to Gen Lab. I'm Darren.
That's Fuzzy Darren, and I'm
Yep.
Greg.
And I am Roy.
So, Darren,
And
tell us why you're fuzzy tonight.
on Gen Lab, we typically talk about generational issues, and sometimes we just shoot the shit. Tonight, we are struggling with internet, and we have a fantastic, I wouldn't call him a guest. I think he's a good personal friend of the show. His name's Big Dick Roy from Memphis. So say hi, Roy.
That's an oxymoron. Hi, Roy.
So
So tell us why you're fuzzy tonight, Darren.
Yeah,
we're
why are
missing
you
Jasmine
fuzzy
tonight,
Darren?
but we're going to get her back soon.
I don't think you can
I
hear us.
yes, I can. I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm on a mountaintop in Arkansas with very limited. I'm on a hotspot, so I'm doing the best I can. I'm at a work conference, so we're just gonna make it happen tonight. So uh, back to you, Greg.
Well, hey, I thought I would start. I can't remember. Roy, tell us about your music. What kind of music do you like?
My favorite music would have to be alternative, really the 90s alternative if I narrow it
Okay.
down.
Okay. So I had a quiz for you guys about music tonight. You guys want to start with that?
Quizzing right out the gate.
Yeah, quiz
If
right
we're
the
not
gate. I like the.
mic check.
Yeah,
No,
I can hear
everybody.
you.
Do you ever feel like you
You
should do a booger check?
Yeah,
oh, should
yeah.
I?
You should
I'm
do that
good.
probably before the show starts,
I
but
thought
it's
it'd
good.
be good to do in the show, and it's probably
Yeah,
a good
do it.
idea. You should probably do booger checks on dates. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah,
You know what?
yeah,
Roy's echo cancellation
yeah.
is
And
not.
maybe underwear checks too.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh! Look,
definitely underwear checks.
we have a problem. Roy's echo cancellation is not on, and I can't change it during recording. Do you want to start over?
Well, he's got a headset on, so it shouldn't matter
Oh, okay. We'll let it
as
ride.
long as yours is on.
Mine's on.
Am I
Mhm.
talking too loud?
No,
you're
it's just a
talking
technical thing.
perfect.
It's
So,
fine.
Darren's been at a hamburger supper for the last 2 hours, and he was too busy chatting
Neat.
people up, I guess, to eat. So he's eating his burger now. So you guys ready for a quiz?
I am ready.
Okay. Can you guys name any one or any 10 of the top 10 catchy one-hit wonders?
The Onators. I'd like to
What
throw the Wallflowers in the top 10.
and what's the song?
One Headlight.
Yeah, one headlight. I'm not going to disagree
All
with that.
right. One headlight.
So what's the question?
You're not
Okay. All
going
right.
to
All
agree,
right.
or you're not going to disagree.
I'm not going to disagree. I agree.
Yeah. If you
Man, my brother would be really good at this. Can I get a lifeline?
What was the
Yeah.
question?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Text him. What is the top 10? This is you could look at 100 different lists, but say AI list or whatever. What's the top 10 one-hit wonder catchy tunes? Like, for instance, the number 10 on this list is
Well, you don't have to tell us. I got you. I'm picking you up. Don't say it because that
yeah,
may
yeah,
be the one I
yeah,
got in
yeah.
my mind right now.
I don't think
I
so.
could
99 Luft Balloons.
I
Yeah.
could 1,000 miles and I would walk
And I
5,000.
would walk 10,000
That's
more
probably
just to be
Yeah,
the
that
man.
I actually have that song on my playlist, but that is not one of the top 10.
Da, 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 da.
oh, boo.
It's a good song.
Yeah,
How is that
yeah,
not a top
yeah.
10 more
I'll
than
give. I'll start with 10 and give you. Yeah, I don't know. Number 9, Rico Suave.
Mm,
no,
Suave.
that's no good.
Number 8, Take on Me.
Yes.
Take on
Who's
me,
that by? Aha.
take
Aha.
me
Yeah.
on.
Aha.
Mhm.
Good video.
Number 7, the guy was from like Arlington,
Arlington,
rapper.
Texas.
Yeah, white rapper from Arlington, or he
Eminem's from
lived in
Arlington.
Arlington for a bit. We used to see him on Cooper Street.
I don't
No,
know
no.
him.
Who? Eminem?
Who?
Ice Baby.
Oh,
Oh,
ice.
Ice Baby.
Vanilla ice.
yeah, that's
We
Yeah,
fair.
should
yeah,
have
yeah,
we
yeah.
should have known that from the clue.
He was from Carrollton.
Who Let the Dogs Out by the
he,
Baja Men
he went to high school with Nanette.
from Carrollton. Yeah.
There's a name from the past.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I just remember him on Cooper. I remember him on Cooper Street.
I don't remember that, but I know who you're talking about.
All right.
Coming in at number 5.
Number 5, Mickey.
Hey, Nikki,
Yes.
you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind.
Yeah,
Mickey.
Tony Basil. I'm Too Sexy. Right, said Fred.
Too sexy for my shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight
Dixie
Runners.
Hate when that happens.
Yeah.
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 Tainted Love by Soft Cell. That's actually on my
Ah,
playlist as well.
Touch me, baby.
And
Why are
the
these on your?
Macarena by Los Del Rio.
Boo, that's no good.
So I don't know. I have some things
I
on
don't
my
even know.
playlist that we do it. We can do it. The kids and I can do it. I have some
No.
things on my playlist like Tub Thumping. You know that one.
Honestly,
Like,
I feel
I
like
have things on
Greg
like that on my playlist.
I feel like Greg just read us his playlist.
Well,
There wasn't
here's
even
what I don't get is you have these songs that are played to death. There's certain songs you don't need on your playlist. Your playlists are for songs you don't hear. Those songs are played to death. Like there's a
Yeah.
radio station in Fayetteville that all they play is Guns N' Roses. I never have to hear another Guns N' Roses song again. I'm so over it.
Yeah, but I don't listen to the radio that would play any of those songs. So
Okay.
Is
yeah,
La
I don't
Bamba
hear
not
those
on the
songs.
list?
It probably was on the list. It was maybe down
It got
the way a
bumped.
little bit, but hey, so what about you guys? What would be your like? Oh yeah, that's my catchy. When it comes on, I like to bang it.
Well, I like one hit wonders because you don't
I'll be
always hear them.
Metallica.
That's not a one hit
Yeah.
wonder. Metallica's the biggest band in the world.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a go-to. It always works for me. But then the other day I was working. I'm in my office working, and I was like, I want to hear Lady Gaga.
Okay.
So I put on iHeartRadio. I turned on Lady Gaga and got all of the Disney princesses, Demi Lovato and Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana. All of the princess music. So I had to turn it off. I only got through about 4 songs after Lady Gaga was over.
What does
That's
Demi
funny.
Lovato play? I don't know her
I
stuff.
don't.
You do.
I just don't know it.
I actually could rattle them off, but I'm pleading the fifth as I'm not to incriminate myself, and you'll find out I'm a Demi Lovato fan.
So I guess my next question is: do you have like a human-sized vagina you crawl inside of when you get in those kind of moods where you just you go back into the
Yes. When you want to hear Lady Gaga, I like Lady Gaga. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not gonna ooh your
I think she's a devil worshiper.
Well, I don't know about that. I think a lot of people are that, but I'm not going to ick your but
I have no idea what it is.
I'm good. You don't know what icking your is?
I've had in my ick, but never had ick in my
Well, here's the thing. If you watch the show, we've talked about it a few different times, and it's like you go to the grocery store, you have all these ingredients
Yeah,
for
I think he just fronted you out.
He did just
something you're going to cook, and the girl's checking you out, and let's say it's banana pudding. Let's say you're making banana pudding. So you've got vanilla wafers and bananas and vanilla pudding, and she goes, "Ooh, I don't like bananas.
Right.
Ooh, I don't like." And I'm like, "Bitch, I'm trying to."
You are not coming. Yeah.
Yeah, that's ick in my It's a version of that.
All right. I was thinking things that make you say,
Roy's always ready.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's another one.
I'm going to throw this out there. Roy, 16 weeks ago, all the towns I lived in, and if I ignored it, I apologize for that. So just 27 minutes ago, he said, "Hey, you never sent me that list." So I did send him a pretty extensive, but did you have a chance to do what you were going to do?
So not really to do what I really wanted to do, but my intention was, yeah. I mean, I could give you a brief on it, but I don't think it'd be. It seemed like a good thought when I thought about it, but yeah.
No, it's all good.
Maybe tomorrow, maybe next time.
So on the generational topic idea, I said front you out a few minutes ago.
Yes.
Which is certainly a Gen X term, or yeah. So how might a Gen Z say front you out? Any ideas?
Would it mean the same thing?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they just use different terms these days. They might say put you on blast, or air you out, or expose you. So there you go.
Yeah.
So we can say air you. I think Darren just aired you out.
Darren definitely aired me out.
Yeah.
Another one I might use in the same with the same thought process would be like I got run over by the bus and then he backed it over me.
Yeah. That's definitely Gen X or
I'm sorry, Roy.
time frame.
I didn't mean to be so harsh. I've been drinking.
No, it was. I mean, Rob Lowe has never done that to me, but I mean, now that you have, he'll probably do it.
Yes, Roy.
He watches the show.
A big star. Roy has angled the camera of Rob Lowe for the show.
So, which is it? Is it the Rob Lowe or Rob Lowe?
The Rob Lowe.
So he watches the show, so he would know what that term meant.
He would know.
Unlike Roy, who just pseudo watches the show.
I was busy watching literally that day, and I missed it all. So
the last 4 shows where we talked about ick in your
and I didn't watch not even one of the last 4.
That's fine.
Which is probably why the ratings are plummeting.
Yeah.
You know what? The ratings have been.
But I do have to say, so.
Go ahead.
Better than your internet connection, huh?
Oh boy.
I just had to. I forgot.
I think you aired him out.
I just had to air you out a little. I needed to air you out a little, just to.
And
put some eek in your ooh.
And before this process started, I said my biggest issue is probably going to be the internet because I'm in the middle of freaking nowhere. I'm enjoying it.
You did say that,
but this is not good.
Actually, you're up on the top of.
Yes, I am.
So, what elevation are you sitting at currently?
I think it said 2,700 and some change, which doesn't sound that high. I
Okay.
thought Fayetteville was that high, but obviously I was wrong.
It
It's a half
sounds
a mile high.
it sounds close to the Mile High Club. So good luck with that.
Yeah, Amy's there in the room.
She is.
Amy's in the
Yeah.
room, and
What would you say
I have tomorrow off.
on the
We've both been drinking, so wish me luck.
so Darren, with the
He's
with
gonna
the
be in the
limited
room where it
research
happened.
that I did on the locations that you lived, where would you say would be the lowest elevation where you've ever taken up residence?
100% El Centro, California, because I say that because
Yes,
part
you're correct.
part of
You're
this
correct.
show is we have a section called Water Tower Talk. And in El Centro, the water tower in El Centro, or a tower, there's some kind of cistern in El Centro that is by the highway. And there's a line that's like 500 to 700 feet way above the highway that says sea level. So I've never been to any place like
Right.
near
Okay, good.
that.
All right, good.
That's their claim to fame. So when I
So
was
what would you
little,
say the elevation is in El Centro?
well, I think it's 500 feet below sea level, within 27 feet or so.
Wikipedia said 29 feet, but I don't know where they take their readings. So,
Well,
but I
Maybe
did
it's
not
not.
realize it
Maybe
was
it's
that.
not near the water tower.
I grew up thinking I lived
Apparently.
500 feet below sea level, and the whole time growing up, we talked about the big earthquake, the big San Andreas fault, big earthquake where California slides, the front part of California slides into the ocean, and the mountains that protect the valley slides into the
Yeah.
ocean, and so we would flood. And George Strait sings a song about oceanfront property in Arizona. Well, that very well may be true,
Right.
Yeah.
but
Ah.
sea urchin several miles out to sea to Arizona. Not several hundred, maybe about 100 miles.
Well, I've never lived below sea level,
I don't think
but I've lived a lot of places.
Yeah. I don't believe I'm sure I've been below sea level, but I was probably swimming. So
New Orleans is below sea level.
yeah.
I've been there.
Tampa's not below sea level, is it?
New Orleans is.
Is Tampa below sea level? I don't think so.
It's pretty damn close.
You guys ever use Chat GTP?
I do not, and I have not.
At work, we did a little bit.
I want
when I
to.
worked at the other place.
Yeah.
What do you do with chat at your job, Darren?
Not this job now, but at the property management company, we had some very basic people having to communicate with very well-off people that owned a lot of real estate in the area, and they didn't know how to communicate with the property owners, right? The property managers were very less educated than the property owners that they dealt with. I was a salesman. It didn't matter. I sold the sizzle, but then when it turned over to the actual property managers, they struggled. So our other co-hosts, Jasmine, got Chat GPT going in the office, and the property managers would say, write a letter to a property owner with such and such problem. And I didn't necessarily use it, but the office used it some.
Okay. Can you tell chat to I gotta write a letter to a Gen Z, so use
what do you want to write about? I'll do it right now.
Okay, this is a good one. Give us a scenario.
Well,
Darren, I need a
I'll tell you what. I used to play with it some, and I'd be like, "Yo, mf'er, I've got this hood rat situation and blah blah blah." I would like just mess with it. You know what I mean? And it was eloquent. It would come out with this great thing because our property managers were kind of hood rat types, and they didn't know how to communicate. So I don't know if this needs to be cut out of the show at this point.
let's do this. Let's do this. My boss is a Gen Z, and
Mhm.
I really don't like my job, and I'd like to quit, but I'd like to put it in terms that so I want a 50-word letter to my Gen Z boss telling them I quit because I don't make enough money
50 words. This is only a
Okay.
2-hour show. We may not
or something to that effect. We can't get 50 words out of
50
out of
words.
AI.
No, we can.
Yeah, it will take like a second.
We didn't pay for that much time.
Uh, you write a short letter.
I can hear the computer clicking
Just
off,
about there.
I can hear the gears. Yeah.
grinding. I feel good about having Roy on though. It's overall
Okay,
a
here we
general
go.
positive thing.
I'm happy
Yeah,
to
good to
be
see you
here.
from Memphis. Roy from Memphis,
It's
good to have you.
it's Big
Okay,
Roy.
here's a concise, straightforward letter you could use. Hi, boss's name. I wanted to let you know that I'm resigning from my position. I've enjoyed working here, but I realize my current pay isn't enough to meet my financial needs. This has been a tough decision, but I believe this is the best step for me right now. Thank you for the opportunities and support. I mean, that's to
Yeah,
anybody.
that's pretty basic. I could have done that. Come here, Hank. I feel like I could have done that.
It says this format is brief and to the point, which is generally appreciated by Gen Z.
You know what?
Hank wants to say hello.
Hank, I'll tell you what. I'm in a class uh, all week, and the teacher. So my last job, we had to take personality tests, and you were different colors. If you were very direct, you didn't want bullshit. You wanted to get right to it. They
No.
were red. Man, my teacher this
Right.
week is super red. He does not mess around.
Okay.
I was a yellow. Yellows were
Boy, okay.
a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
so I
not.
ask it to, real quick, I ask it to, can you do a version with some Gen Z lingo?
Right.
Okay, so the same letter. Hey,
Okay. I
boss's
won't.
name. So now we're hey. Hey, boss's name. Just wanted to give you a heads up that I'm putting my 2 weeks notice in. It's been real, but I've got to bounce because the pay just isn't cutting it for me. No hard feelings. Got to secure the bag, you know. I, I appreciate everything and we'll make sure things are all good before I dip. Catch you later.
That's
That's what.
awesome.
That's the one I want to send.
Yes.
I love
Yeah,
that.
That's
I
awesome.
love that. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted on round.
you got to
I
secure
got
the
a
bag,
dip.
man. You got to secure the bag.
I'll check my shit before I bounce, bro.
You know what? We need to do one.
I
Because I
love
got to
that.
secure the bag.
I think we just came up with a new section, a new segment. So we need to do the same letter
You know,
Z,
yeah.
millennial, boomer, X, and just see what it sounds like.
Okay.
I think we just came up
Yeah.
with something new on the fly. I like that.
I thought the first one was very boomer. It was just like,
It was.
not enough pay, I resign.
It
Peace
was.
out. I mean,
Okay, I'm
I
going to do
like
it
the.
in boomer jargon.
It was very boomer.
No, that's not. That's we've all listened to that our whole life.
Man.
Now Louis wants to say hi.
Hi, Louie.
Okay, now, hey, Louis.
They look very familiar.
Hey, now it's dear. It's dear. It's dear boss's name.
Dear boss.
Dear boss, I am writing to formally resign from my position. After careful consideration, I have decided to step down as my current compensation is not sufficient to support my financial needs. This decision was
Get off.
not made lightly, but I believe it is necessary for my personal and professional growth. I want to express my gratitude for the opportunities and experience I've had while working here. I am committed to ensuring a smooth transition during my remaining time. Thank you for your understanding. Sincerely.
That's
I
I
prefer
mean,
check.
what a
I prefer check my shit before I bounce.
yeah, dude. I love that he said, you know, you got to secure the bag.
I
You know,
got.
you know, actually, Hey, so what about for millennial?
No, well, here's a thought. Let's say
I don't.
an
I
alpha
don't.
got left the company and you had to resign to a 9-year-old.
Yeah, I don't think you could write it in alpha yet.
Oh, horseshit. You can write anything.
Let's see.
You can write anything to anybody at any point. This is America, baby.
Oh,
Okay, so now we're back to hey, boss name. I wanted to let you know that I'm resigning. I've loved working here, but it's financially not sustainable for me anymore. It's been a tough call, but I need to prioritize my financial well-being. Oh, that sounds just like a millennial. I
yeah.
mean, that's what, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for everything. I've learned a lot, and we'll make sure everything is wrapped up nicely before I go. Wishing you and all
Wrapped
the
up.
team the best. Yeah, they're all about,
Wrapped up
all the
nicely. Yeah.
feelings and making sure everybody, it's a
Do alpha.
nice,
Can you do alpha?
feel good environment. What does that mean? Do alpha? So,
That's
Those
the
are
kids.
children. They can't even have a.
But look,
oh.
but maybe the company, somebody died and the company was left to a 9-year-old. Like on a sitcom.
Okay, yeah. But our
I don't
9-year-olds,
know. I don't know that they have language yet. They're doing an iPad, maybe.
our
You can
9-year-olds
try.
even have a. Did are
They
they
don't,
even alphas?
yeah, they're called alphas, I think.
I thought like just okay. I thought only the brand new like the
Well,
like
alphas are 10 years old or
okay
less.
10 to
Okay,
10 to
so here's what
current.
a 10-year-old would say. Hey, boss. Just a quick note to let you know I'm quitting. The job's been fun, but I got to level up my coins. It's time for me. And they put a picture of a coin bag. It's time for me to find something that pays more so I can keep up with my goals. Thanks for everything. I'll finish strong before I head out.
I like that.
That's
I keep up
brilliant.
with
It
my
uses
coins.
emojis, and gaming references, is what it
I
says.
gotta
Yep,
keep up with my coins.
Yeah.
I like it.
Level up. I got to level up
I
my
gotta
coins.
Yeah,
level up and keep up. I like it.
that's
That's good stuff.
totally Mario Brothers,
Yeah, yeah,
which that may be a boomer reference, but
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah. No doubt. Are you guys football fans? You guys are football fans. You're both football fans. You guys went to a game together.
We've been to games together, probably more than
Yeah.
one, I would say, right?
the
So,
most
who are your
memorable.
teams? Are they doing well?
The most memorable one was at Ole Miss, and we went to the Grove and were treated like
That
kings.
yes, the Grove was yes. The Ole Miss game was fun. It was a good crowd. They treated us well in our Arkansas gear and bourbon cups.
Wow.
Um,
It's
So you're an Arkansas fan
it
too?
I
was the
am,
exact
yes.
opposite of
Okay.
going to LSU. LSU will gut you and steal your
Now
So,
I
so you
I've
guys are
got to
still SEC.
disagree. I've got to
You guys should have moved to
disagree.
the Big 12.
I grew up in Michigan, so I've lived part of that life. I've been to some Big Ten games,
Okay,
but
Roy. Well, let me ask you. You
You you
disagree?
you guys should have been.
Go ahead.
we went we went to LSU. We went to the Arkansas LSU game last year, and we were received extremely well. We had people when we walked through the tailgate area, they were offering us drinks and
That's nice.
food, and it's similar to what you and I experienced at Ole Miss.
And
I
you had
feel like
your
the
beer.
people that have a bad experience at I had an Arkansas a tasteful Arkansas shirt,
Yeah,
but
that's all
I
nice.
feel like the people that run into trouble I feel like the people that run into trouble at away games might be dicks.
Well, then
Yeah, probably.
my wife
Yeah.
Amy
I mean,
Carey's a dick
yeah.
because she got spit on by a
She is such
10-year-old
a dick.
at the Tiger
Oh,
Cage and was called
That's just
there's
yeah,
gonna be, yeah, some people on the other side. Yeah,
such a
yeah.
dick.
There's always some of those people for sure.
yeah. There's one in
Hey,
every.
Darren, do you remember? So you and I are pretty straightforward kind of guys. Do you remember we took those mopeds and we were riding through some back streets in Well, maybe we
Jamaica?
were in a car. I thought we were on mopeds in Mexico, in Cancun. We were riding some mopeds through and the police stopped us and they wanted to steal our stuff.
Was
And
that
we're
me?
nice. We were
In New
nice.
Orleans? That was probably in New Orleans, it sounds
It was
like.
in Mexico. That was in Cancun.
Oh,
We
yeah,
took
same
some
thing.
mopeds. We took some mopeds into like the city part. Like we weren't where we shouldn't have been. I mean, we were in a place where we shouldn't have been. And the police tried to harass us for our wallets and our money and all that kind of stuff, man.
That either was not me or
Wasn't
I've had a
cool.
stroke and that's been erased from my memory.
Man, I'm pretty sure it was you. Maybe it wasn't.
I don't remember. I
Maybe
don't
it
remember
Or he
wasn't.
didn't
at
have
all.
any stuff to steal, so he doesn't care.
No, I have
Maybe
nothing.
it's somebody
I've
else.
never had a
Shoot,
number
man. My memories. I guess I had a stroke.
Now
Hmm.
I've been to Mexico with you.
Okay.
I went to
Well,
Tulum with
never
you.
mind that.
I've been to Tulum with you.
Yeah, no,
I,
I know.
I
I saved
I
your
was
life.
I was in Mexico where there was a convention of stewardesses. I remember that trip, but I don't remember
Oh, we
mopeds.
don't call them that any. Whoa. We do not call them
Flight
stewardesses
attendants, sir.
anymore.
Sorry, no
Yeah,
Flight
offense.
not.
attendant.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
they were they were great,
No.
wonderful.
Oh, it's
It,
offensive.
Really? Okay, what does the word stewardess mean? Man? What does that mean?
We, I don't know.
How is that offensive?
If,
I
let me
don't know.
ask.
I think it means flight attendant. I don't know.
Uh,
I just feel like with the times have changed, and we got to grasp the, you know, should you
So,
hold on
as
to the past or grab onto
as
the
a
new? I don't
realtor,
know.
what do I
Hey,
want to be called? Or as a street bum, should I be called?
realtor,
Realtor.
Let's see. Instead of being a
realtor. Yeah, not a
homeless,
realtor.
I like
I
to
sh-
put
I should be called like home
unhoused. You're unhoused.
unhoused. Yes,
No, you're
yes.
you're
So,
unhomed. You're unhomed.
so so a stewardess is an older term for a female flight attendant, a person who is responsible for the safety and comfort of passengers on
Come
an
here.
airplane. The more gender neutral term would be flight attendant, is now commonly used to describe both male and female crew members who perform this role.
I don't
Hey,
All
so
right.
remember
do you
any
remember the
male
girl?
flight. Huh?
Oh yeah. South. I feel like Southwest has a ton
Spirits,
of
all
them.
Spirits flight attendants
Shit.
are male. You don't fly
No.
Spirit though, do you?
What I'm
I love
saying
Spirit.
is, on that trip
Get down.
to Mexico, when all those flight
Oh,
attendants were
oh,
there were no males. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
Gotta get down.
Hey, so I was there for like 6 weeks or so working. Did you come down and did you meet the girl that was winning the money on the wet t-shirt contest every night? Or yeah, most nights? Or getting some first, second, or third, whatever?
Maybe. I mean, this was like
No.
1993.
Man.
I mean, this has been a minute.
Yeah. So she was supposed to be there for a week and she ended up staying about 3 because she kept winning money at the wet t-shirt contest each night.
I do.
And she
I
was
do.
recruiting people to go cheer for her. And she recruited us.
Yeah, I remember that. I
Yeah.
do remember that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
I
good
think
scam though. She stayed 2 extra weeks.
I think she may have been a flight attendant,
On her
and I think
winnings.
she was bringing her flight attendant buddies in for that. I think that's what the deal was.
She
Actually, now
might
that
have been.
She,
no, I think that was the
she
whole thing.
yeah, she was from Germany or somewhere. Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
same. Do you call it a waitress or a server,
Server.
Darren? Darren.
You know, I don't want to sound so old, but I think I say waitress. My daughter is currently a server, but I think I would call her a waitress if she waited on me. She waits on you. That's where the word comes from. Why are we so offended about everything? I don't understand.
No,
Yeah.
waitress is
Oh,
fine. Waitress is fine. If you waiter and waitress, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know. I just hear them called servers now.
You're
Yeah, I
right.
think that's a general
They
term.
are. But what's
Uh,
me? I think server sounds more demeaning than waitress. Serve me,
well,
wench.
Jesus was a servant.
Wait on me, wench.
Beer me, wench.
It's better to use the gender neutral term server instead of waitress or waiter. Using server is more inclusive and modern, and it's widely accepted in the hospitality industry. There you go.
You know what?
from Chat
Roy said something about
GPT.
beer me. So I have a question. I live in Arkansas now, and every
All right.
corner in Arkansas is having Oktoberfest in September. What's going on? I don't
Yeah.
understand. I mean,
It's like
does
putting your
Arkansas,
Christmas.
can they not have Oktoberfest in October? Is it not allowed? Or are they
You know
trying to get
what?
a jump?
No, you
Look,
can't do it. You can't do it.
Really?
Yes, you're trying to get a jump. They want to get
they
they got to get there before. Yeah.
they're putting their
Otherwise, people will
decorations
go to
up
the other ones.
early. That's what it is. They're putting their decorations up early.
I don't like it.
It's like I mean, Halloween decorations should not be on the house yet. They just
Oh,
shouldn't
they
be on
are,
the
brother.
house. They shouldn't
None
be
of
on the
mine.
house yet.
I get it.
S-
I get it. And I
So I
understand,
have.
like, one place has Oktoberfest. I saw that. But damn, there's a landslide of Oktoberfests going on in Northwest Arkansas, and it's September 13th or something, 25th. Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to get them in
it's
before Oktoberfest.
I
it's a
feel like
lot.
there's also there's a lot of microbreweries there, and
Oh,
I'm
100%.
sure they've got their Oktoberfest beer made. They're kicking the Oktoberfest brew, and it's time to sell it.
So speaking of there, you live in Memphis. Did you graduate from Arkansas?
No. So I grew up in the suburb. I was born in the city limits of Detroit, Michigan. I grew up in the suburbs. I moved to Memphis when I was 27. So I graduated from high school in the suburbs from John Glenn. If anyone can tell me who John Glenn is, John Glenn
Yeah,
High School.
he was a
Pilot.
president or nominee or something.
Not even close.
Astronaut. He
Oh,
is a pilot. John Glenn is, my God, he's a pilot first.
He
John Glenn, he's a pilot. Yeah,
he ding
yeah,
ding ring the
yeah,
bell.
yeah.
Ding ding.
Yep. You're
Don't
right. Sorry,
touch
I
that.
know he is.
John
I
Glenn,
know he is.
I believe his claim to claim to flame. He was the first to orbit the Earth, but I don't think he was gay. I don't know if that was his claim to flame.
Uh-huh. Did he crash?
Anyway, and I didn't. I don't think so. I think he made it. I think he made it strong. But as a result, we had what do you call the room you sit in and look at the stars?
Yeah,
Planetarium.
he was a politician. I thought I remember him being a
Yeah,
politician.
we had a planetarium, I believe. Maybe that was next door. I might be making that up. I don't know.
Mhm.
And he's from
He was the
Detroit.
oldest person to fly in space at the age of 77 on a space shuttle Discovery.
I don't know where he's from. Where
He's
is he
lucky.
from, Doc?
He's let's see. I don't know.
Well, he must be
He
from
was a
there,
senator
or
from
there would be
Ohio.
John Glenn High School or University or wherever the hell you were talking
That's
about.
kind of what yeah. No, that was a
Hey,
high school. My
so
university was a community college, and I didn't quite finish.
okay. So why do you like
So
Arkansas?
my wife, on the other hand,
He's from
was
Ohio.
okay. He's an Ohio guy. My wife was
Hmm.
born and raised in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Graduated from Fayetteville High School, class of '86.
Hmm.
I would say go. I don't even
Love
know
it.
what their mascot is to give a shout out for
It's a
Fayetteville.
bulldog. They're a purple bulldog, I think.
What are they, Darren?
I think they're a purple bulldog.
Why
They're
aren't the Go
it,
Bulldogs?
yeah, go Bulldogs.
Go purple dogs.
Yeah.
Um, that her grandfather was a judge in the county back in the day, back when Hillary Clinton was a lawyer. She actually speaks of Maupin Cummings, Andrea's grandfather, in one of her books, which is I thought was kind of cool. So
And
I'm not
That is
plugging
cool.
I'm not plugging Hillary's book though.
but
Yeah, no
look, if
doubt.
you're going to have a grandpa
They
and
are the
you're going to
purple
be growing up in
bulldogs.
a town, you want him to be a judge to get you off the hook. I think that's a good thing.
And if you're gonna be Andrea, you need your grandfather to be a judge, because I know of more than one story where 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 Judge Cummings helped out uh, Andrea. So
The Andrea that I know,
Okay,
I
so
can't
that's
imagine
how you
what I've
became so interested.
Hey, what you don't know is, well, you may know, she was actually the runner-up for the biggest partier in her class.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Runner up.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Runner-up.
Yeah.
Her best friend was the winner,
Missed it
Okay.
by that
of
much.
That's fair.
course.
Yeah, it's probably close competition. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
So how?
that's the Fayetteville connection.
I'm guessing her friend
Got
pulled
it.
her top off a few seconds faster than Andrea did, and that's why she won the award.
Mhm,
You know, I
mhm.
wasn't there for that, but I
I know how
believe
votes work.
if I could let me go get Andrea
No, don't you?
and we'll hear that story.
No. Another day.
Hey, so tell us. So you know someone from Arkansas, from that area. Your wife.
Hmm.
We met someone who was the. She was on our show. Her name was Kathy, and she was into what kind of racing was that, Darren? Tiller racing?
Tiller.
Oh my
She was
God, you
so
told me about that lady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Have you ever done any tiller racing or seen any tiller racing?
control.
so I never even heard of tiller racing until Darren shared with me a couple weekends ago when I was in. I think it was when I was in Fayetteville and we were hanging out and you were telling me about the tiller racer.
Oh my gosh, man. So let me tell you about that. First of all, it sounds super interesting. But secondly, the world is missing out because of poor internet
Yeah.
in whatever town she lives in. Because that episode was probably
Yes.
the very best episode we've ever
It
done.
was so
It
good.
was, I mean, no offense to Triple X, because Triple
Hey,
X was a really good
hey,
one.
I get it. I mean, how do you top a tiller racer? And that's difficult to
Not,
even say.
yeah. And
I don't.
she was like the person who ran the tiller racing.
She was
Like
the
she was the, what
commissioner.
do they call that?
She was the
The sergeant of
international.
arms or
She
whatever.
was the
The
Commissioner.
commish.
Yeah, the commissioner.
international
She
tiller
was the
racing,
commissioner.
and she would go get an ice.
International tiller racing. Yes,
I feel
international
like we should refer to her as the commish.
Yes,
commish. Yeah, and
I
she
Yeah,
would
love
like
her.
that too.
I feel like she
Not
would.
additionally, she made a comment that was near and dear to my heart. That she drove naked with her boyfriend from Louisiana to Arkansas. And I found that, I mean, I
I
love
just
doing that kind of
And
thing, but that
speeding, trying to
is
get
I
pulled
to,
just
up.
for her
can't
to say that
imagine.
was awesome.
I can't imagine coming on the show and talking about doing something naked. I mean, that just seems, as a guest, it's somewhat inappropriate.
No, this girl is a
What?
party animal.
You don't
I
remember?
think you
You
should
don't
talk
remember?
about it.
You don't remember? You don't remember my story of cutting the grass?
Oh,
Did I not
yes,
tell?
you
Did I
did.
not? Yeah, I
Yes, you
thought so.
did.
I
Yes.
thought I
Yeah, that's
shared that.
right. I remember
Okay,
that. That was a
that
great
was
story, actually.
sarcasm.
Yeah, that was sarcasm. I got
Yeah,
it. Yeah, I was trying to think about what you said because I
Keep the
knew
red
it was
lights go
sarcasm.
off with sarcasm.
Hey,
I
yeah, yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
naked. Yeah, naked's a
Yeah,
good
I
thing,
do too. I do
especially in the
too.
shower.
Yeah, that's a good spot for it. There's other
Mhm.
good spots for it though. Yeah, I've been through the drive-through line and various other places.
I've actually had such
Really?
low.
Yeah,
So you're somewhat of an
yeah, somewhat, somewhat.
I I was going to say I've actually had such low self-esteem. I've showered with clothes on.
Oh, come on now. In high school, in a gym class.
2 weeks ago.
See, there's something. What would kids 2 weeks ago?
In
Because
his own home, in his own home with no one there, with the
Amy was
doors locked.
watching. Amy was watching,
No, it was just before
or
she
the
moved
dog was
down.
watching,
I was
maybe.
like, I got to get this one in.
So when you speaking of naked in the shower, when you were in school, did y'all not have to shower after gym class every
Yeah,
time?
yeah, and in a big square room with no
With
stalls.
just no doors, no walls, just a
Yeah,
row of
a
shower.
big square
Can
room.
you imagine? So I forget. I was talking to, I believe, what my millennial coworker, and told him that, and he was absolutely appalled that
Yeah, Yeah.
that every boy in the class would all go in the same shower, and that coach watched to make sure you showered. And it
Like
just
that coach at Purdue or no.
Now, look,
Which team is it? Penn State. Like the coach at Penn State
say, well, okay. I don't know
had the
about the
boys in the
coach
shower.
watching. I
Yeah.
can't testify to that, but I will tell you that every boy.
I don't think there was no coaches watching us that we
oh,
knew
you mean
of.
that wasn't normal?
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about the coach, but I will tell you that every boy in our high school that played ball knew what equipment they were bringing to the scene. Some brought more equipment than others,
So
but we all knew.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
And do you want to
so
know?
Yeah, that's true.
I
You know what
wrestled
our
in
friend? Do you want to know what our friend Greg's nickname was because of that?
Big
That's so
G,
ridiculous. No, that's
Greg.
little
ridiculous.
G.
Greg, do you want to share it, or are you going to make me?
No, nothing to do with G. You can share it.
Well, I've been
Come on,
in.
go.
I've been in class all week. It has a lot to do with. I mean, I have a paper route, but for some reason, I'm in class about construction. And his nickname was Pipe, and it had to do with
Yeah, Chris named me that.
the 4-inch sewer pipe that was laid miles and miles of sewer pipe. So he was known. He was well known and very
That was
popular
Chris
with
Wilson.
the girls.
God rest his
for
soul.
laying pipe.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
guess
was the
they
most.
could have called him the plumber.
I'm not saying that, but his nickname was Pipe.
Well, all right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I had the least amount of sex in high school as
You
anyone in
didn't
that
have
high
less
school.
than I did. How can you have less?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
How can you have less than 0?
You didn't have 0. You didn't have 0. You had Niecy. I mean,
Easy with the names, but no, never,
Timmy just said,
Eminem.
"What?"
never with
Eminem.
never with the first one ever. Just had this conversation with Amy the other day. Never, ever,
Okay.
ever, ever.
What
And
about Rosie?
well,
Eminem.
okay, I don't know if that counts or not. MM attacked
Okay, well,
me after we graduated, so that doesn't count.
Oh, that was after graduation. All right, I don't know.
Hashtag
I
me
didn't, I
too.
didn't know you very
That
well in
was
high school.
that was 30 years ago. You can't me too that at this point. It's
I'm
too
not
late
trying to
for
me
you.
too it. I'm just trying to put a timeline on it.
I'm sorry.
There was an incident at the REM concert.
I
Yeah.
said no. Darren said no.
1989 tour, and I graduated in '88, so it doesn't count.
That's true. That's true.
And
Hey,
right
so
now, when this goes out and Steve Worsham's listening, he's like, he's going to be like, who the hell is that? He's going to be trying to figure out the initials.
it was Eminem. Yeah.
He-
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
for
meant
sure.
Eminem. Like 2 trailer park girls go around the outside.
Yeah, pretty much. It was pretty much that. Hey, Steve, she had a messy house. Hey, so
actually told a story. I grew up
what?
in a trailer park. I lived in a single wide trailer and lived in a trailer park in California. And we had a maid.
So did I.
We had a maid living in a single
You had
You
a
had a
what?
maid.
in
You had a maid.
in a trailer park. I told that story earlier tonight, and they're like, "What the hell?" I was like, "I don't know." She was Spanish. She made wonderful Mexican food. My first word was gato because she was there more than my mom, and she taught me how to speak.
But she was your maid?
She was our maid.
Like she came and cleaned your
trailer.
Roy thought she meant she was just a maid. That she was somebody who worked as a maid.
like
who
she
lived in
was
your trailer park.
lived next door to you and she was a maid and that was her job, or she was your maid that came and took care of your trailer and cleaned and did your laundry and
yeah. I think she lived in Mexico when she came across the border.
By the way, I don't think
our single wide trailer. and taught me the
I
way
That's
don't
not
think
life.
we
right.
call them
Mm.
maids anymore. I think
Well,
that's offensive.
this was
Oh, let me find out what that's.
1974 or something like that.
I know, but I
The
believe we would call them. I believe we would
indentured
maybe now we would call them.
indentured service.
Uh, no, we definitely wouldn't call them that.
Hey, so
Housekeeper?
Would we?
yeah, it's called a housekeeper, a domestic worker, a cleaning professional, or a household assistant.
I'll tell
Yeah,
you right now.
household assistant. I believe would be.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
let's just say the top rated television show that year was The Bionic Man. That'll tell you what year it was.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
I
So
don't. Yeah.
yeah, so th- we had a maid. I had a maid when I lived in Jamaica, and in where my wife is from, the maids have maids. You know, it's everybody has a maid.
Well, then
So
who's the
it's,
maid of
you
the
know,
maid?
that's kind of why I want to move to. No, then it gets to a certain point where there's no, they don't have one. But
Street
yeah,
urchins.
The maid. Does the maid's maid have a maid? Yeah.
no, it depends. So the classes, right? So if you're middle class and you have a maid, they're probably from the next class down, and they may not have a maid. But if you're a maid to a upper class, you
So
probably have a
then
you
you're
have a
middle
lower class
class.
maid. Yeah, then you're middle class, basically. Yeah.
So
Isn't it
yeah,
something that even classes have classes?
so the
Mm-hmm.
maid to the
Mm-hmm.
single wide trailer in a trailer park probably did not have a maid. It'd be my guess.
I would think
Did
not.
did it come with you
Came
know
with
Polyester curtains and a
spe-
redwood deck.
it came with
well, I was
refried
thinking about
beans and fresh tortillas.
special treatments for the man of the house.
There was
Oh, you went dirty with it.
I was a child and my brother was
Oh,
What were you?
huh?
Okay.
so she didn't make you shower or anything.
Single mom. Single mom. Grew up with single mom.
The lady didn't make you shower and watch you or anything like that, like
No,
Roy's Coach.
I will tell you I came home from school one day and I was a big Steve Austin fan of the $6 Million Man, and I had a goldfish and I named him
Oh yeah.
Oscar Goldfish instead of Oscar Goldman. He was like the boss guy. And I came home and my fish was upside down floating and the maid was just
Yeah,
chattering
they do that.
to no end.
Mm,
I still remember that day. It was a bad day. Actually, I need a break because of that
sorry.
memory.
I think we should talk about it, Darren. How does that make you feel?
I'll be right back.
He said he had to take a break. He's I think he's upset. I think he's
I
very
think
upset.
the fish got.
I think he has yeah, he's going to cry.
I think Oscar the grouper got the best of him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
I wonder
sad.
if Jasmine's coming on tonight.
Is she calling in?
I mean, I invited her.
Actually, wait. I think there's someone in the waiting room.
Oh, really?
Maybe we
Okay.
should open up the phone lines to callers. Why don't we go with the first caller wins a
It's the
pair of
first caller.
ticket wins a pair of tickets to Megadeth playing in South Haven, Mississippi Friday night. You
Wow.
want
Okay. Hey,
to
are you going?
no. But it's
Yeah.
it's across the street from our house, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. But I think we should. How about a trivia question and we take the first correct answer, or you just want to take the first caller?
Okay. Well, the thing is, I think we had to hit the live button earlier on
That's
in the
okay.
show,
They don't know. They
but
don't know. Like they may be like anyone could be so into it at this point that they
yeah,
might actually call.
yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, it
That's
could
true.
happen.
L-
Um, who
Well,
would
we
be?
lost Darren altogether.
Oh, he lost the whole internet.
Maybe
Who could
maybe
we?
he and Amy, or maybe
Uh-oh. He
yeah,
might. I think she's consoling him because
special.
the Oscar the
Yeah,
fish really did get to him.
it really did get to him. I saw tears in his eyes.
He was pretty shook. Did you like
Yeah,
that one?
yeah, yeah. I did like that. Shook. Le- yeah, I think that's. I don't know if they say shook. Let me see what David say.
I'm pretty sure Alana says shook. She's my go-to for Z lingo because she has Alana. If you're listening, call in. We need to talk to you about your lingo.
Yeah. So a Gen Z person might say he was totally shook. Yeah. Or was
Hmm.
straight up shook to express the same idea. Or he was mad shook.
Yep.
Or
Sure.
he was low key shook.
Yeah. I've spent the last several weeks low key shook.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What was causing
You want me to
the
spill the tea?
yeah, spill the tea.
Just really busy at work. That's
Uh,
all it is. It's that exciting.
yeah, yeah, and so that's why the show hasn't really been. We took a time off. For those that follow the show, we did have a number of people asking where the show was. We took about I don't know about 4 to 5, maybe 6 weeks off.
Oh,
Yeah, we my so Jasmine moved to North Carolina,
okay.
and Darren sold his house and was
Yeah,
moving.
I know it. He's
Yeah,
been real busy. I've known that.
and changed jobs. Yeah, and then we were my mother-in-law passed away, which
I'm
she
sorry.
lived with us for 14 years. Yeah, thank you. And so left a big,
Oh,
like Darren's goldfish. It
it's a
left a
gap.
big gap, big gap because she did a lot of things in the house. She
Right.
took care of kids and washed clothes. I
Yeah.
mean, she wasn't a maid, but she did do those things in addition to everybody else. She cooked meals certain nights and
Yeah. That's
she would run kids around. So yeah, so
you're having to
yeah, we're trying to
readjust
adjust.
to yeah.
Yeah, yeah, adjusting for sure. It's been a bit of a struggle to kind of find the time to sit down for and then there's prep time. It takes time to come
Yes.
up with all these great ideas.
Well,
No, I'm just
and
kidding.
on that note, I was thinking, is there a number or an email address that the Gen X loyal fans and listeners could call in or email and hear what they want to hear what they want talked about?
Yeah, so there's links at the ends of the show that they could do that, but I think the call in or email would be great. It's just probably something we need to put on the links that we put out, on the
Yeah.
show notes. Yeah, that's a good idea. There's no call in number that I know of, but they could call in to like
Well,
you
let's
did
just give
tonight.
them
You actually
Darren's
called in.
number. Hold on, we'll give them Darren's
Well, that's a
number
great idea. Let's put
and
that right on the screen here.
yeah, just now I'm gonna call it out and we'll just have them call Darren. Um,
Yeah, let me get that real quick.
no, I'm not
We'll
giving
do,
any.
we'll,
So Darren,
so
we've come
we
up with
just
the
gave your number out
What?
to all the guests.
yeah, we've given your number. So we've given your cell phone number for people to call in with ideas. What would they like to hear talked about?
We're not
Who would
live.
they like to see on the show? What do they? Oh no, it doesn't matter.
No, but when the show comes out, it'll be on there, so
Yeah,
it wouldn't matter that it's not, so
Because
they
I
can call in
wasn't
the
on.
future.
That's what my number.
we thought it. No, we thought it was a good idea.
Wait,
But they'll just call your phone periodically. Like they call you at work or at
he
home or
need,
at
Hmm.
night,
he
and
needs
then
to
you
feel
just take those ideas and bring them to us.
he needs to feel loved. He needs
Right.
something to do.
And
Yes,
we
yes.
thought it'd be a really good idea if before they called they would get naked and then call you so that
And
you'll
we
be get.
also,
My phone's ringing.
yeah, go ahead.
I think someone's calling.
See, it's
There you go.
working. It's
Already working.
working.
I bet it's Alana or
It's
what's your daughter's
New
name?
Orleans.
Alana.
Yeah,
Alana.
that's that.
So we also told him to give you a call and to just to give you some words of encouragement because we know that losing that fish 52 years ago was very difficult.
Darren, I'm sorry about the fish.
Yeah, me
I feel
too, man. I
bad
didn't
about
mean
it.
for it to get broken up over it. I apologize that we kind of
And
brought it up.
but
Oh,
I
the
appreciate you.
goldfish.
I
I didn't know
I
what you're talking
appreciate
about.
you sharing. It means a lot to me that you would share from your heart like that. And
Hmm.
I understand that it would be difficult for you.
It's
So
really strange how
thanks
something
for
like that sticks in the brain, and whatever the moped story was with
Yeah.
Greg doesn't.
doesn't.
Yeah.
But I think it's because I wasn't
Yeah.
there. I wasn't at the moped thing.
Yeah. Well, I know a story you were at that those we were giving taxi rides to all the good-looking girls in Cancun one night. It was a lot of fun. You were there, dude. I mean, we would go we would pull up at Carlos and Charlie's, and we would just drive them to their hotels. It
Carlos
was a
and
great time.
Charlie's. I've been
It
to
was a
Carlos
great
and Charlie's.
it was a great time. It was a great time.
I think I left Carlos and Charlie's and went to Senior Frogs.
Yes.
Yeah, Cedar Frog. We pulled all
Mm-hmm.
of 'em,
Yeah.
all of 'em, yeah. I mean, we would just take them. We just take them to their hotel. But I'm telling you, we anybody else. I mean, no wonder people get taken
Oh,
or abused or whatever
100%.
because
There's
they just got in the car with us.
why not?
They didn't know us.
But honestly,
They
that was
didn't
a
know, and
different
sometimes
time.
they would.
That was a different time. That was late 80s, early
Yeah.
90s. It's different
Well,
Yeah,
now.
I Roy, talk about being naked. One night we picked this girl up, and she had been on a she had been on a catamaran cruise and she had won a wet t-shirt contest, and she was insistent on showing us her routine,
okay.
and it didn't include the shirt. It was
Oh, okay.
just the yeah
The neck. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
You
Mhm.
know, I feel like if I had those, I might be proud of them. But
I don't
you
remember.
want to
Me
see
too.
mine?
I think it was somebody else.
You don't remember, man?
Greg,
You need
Greg has a closer
no.
I
memory.
don't
Had a
I'm
think.
bigger time with him than I ever did.
no.
Apparently, I hate
Mm,
that for you, but
Believe me. Me too.
no. I'm certain.
I don't
I'm
remember
certain.
that.
I, like I said, we were nice guys, but man, if we weren't nice guys, it would have been a train wreck
yeah.
for some people.
I don't know. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's fine. It's all good. I just don't. I don't remember all that goody goody. I just don't. I what
Yeah,
I remember is struggle.
yeah,
I remember struggle. Everything's a struggle.
yeah, yeah. I get that. But
Darren, I
not
made
all of
a.
us had a maid in our trailer park. Some of us just lived in a trailer
Yeah, I don't
park.
even. I'm still struggling with that whole like trailer park maid thing. It's just. It's. I just feel like there's a lot to unpack there.
I have to ask my mom.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
me. I was.
You think Eminem had a maid? Did he sing about a maid in his
I
songs?
don't think Eminem had a maid. No.
I don't think so either. He never talked
Mm-mm.
about it in those
I mean,
songs.
we were.
I
Anyway,
think
I,
there was a couple girls that
I don't remember. I
I
don't
feel like there
understand.
was a couple girls that
I don't understand the maid. I mean, we lived on Social Security and we had a maid. I don't get it. I don't understand it either. You know what it is? It's a poor management of money. That's that's what it is. That's what it
yeah,
was.
that's probably what it is. Yeah, or maybe some sons that were lazy. I mean, I'm just saying, not you
yeah, it
particularly, but
could. I
you
mean,
know,
hypothetically.
the lazy people. I so this is a generational show. I heard a song the other day that man, you said you started listening to '90s country again, Darren, recently on a show, and I heard this song the other day. I don't listen to much '90s country, uh, but I like it fine. And this song came on, like, man, that is a generational song right there. Real quickly, I was go through it. It says, "Don't you remember the fizz in a pepper, peanuts in a bottle at 10, 2, and 4, a fried bologna sandwich with mayo and tomatoes sitting around the table don't happen much anymore. We've gotten too complicated. It's always overrated. I like the old and outdated way of life. Back when a hoe was a hoe, a Coke was a Coke, and crack's what you were doing when you were cracking
Yeah.
jokes." You guys know that song?
I,
That's when a smoke was a
yes.
smoke
Is it Tim McGraw?
and grooving was grooving.
Tim McGraw, yeah. It was also done by Glenn, let's see, I can't remember his name, but before him,
Tim
before Tim
McGraw's
Too
from
McGraw.
many
But
other things.
Grayville,
yeah,
Louisiana. He's from East Louisiana.
Could you actually sing it, because I'm struggling with just the lyrics.
I am a terrible singer,
I know that would
but I
make
do.
it way more fun.
I want to hear. I want to hear your. Where'd Darren go? Darren,
He
Darren, return to the stage, please. Darren, it's your turn on the pole. Return to the stage. Darren,
he gone.
please return to the pole.
I'm here.
Hey,
I'm here.
so I'm gonna hear your.
I think Amy ate my hot dog.
With
I'm
a
gonna
real
hear your
Slim
beach.
Shady.
I want to hear your beach song in because I've done two, and I'm a
Oh,
terrible
okay.
singer. I'm a terrible singer, so I want to hear yours.
Well, I'm not prepared for that. I didn't know that was coming. I can't do that.
No.
Well, that's what.
Roy,
Roy.
Okay,
Royce.
go. What am I supposed to do?
Your beach song that Darren said you had a beach song that you did in
Heavy metal.
heavy metal,
Oh
and
God,
I've done two of them.
Did I really do it? I did that. What
He said you
song
had
was
one.
it?
I don't remember.
I can do the oh, what's that movie with Betty White and
Oh my gosh, balls against
yeah, I
balls.
could do
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
do I'm better at that one. I could throw that one out in like maybe like a lullaby that you would sing to your newborn.
Okay, let's hear that. Yeah,
It'd kind of be like, hold on, come here, Louie. Come here. Come here, Hanky. I need your
he's
help.
got props.
I
That's
got
not fair. He's
props.
got
So
props.
you gotta let's turn you over, buddy. On your belly. So it kind of oh, he's not having it.
Wiggly.
From the windows to the wall, till the sweat drips down my balls, till all you bitches crawl. Skeet skeet.
It is a different
Hey,
vibe.
hey, so it is never mind. Hey, so I did one. I did what was it? If everybody had an ocean,
Yeah, I think
and
I actually either I've watched that episode or
yeah,
you did it when I was on with
no, I think you must have watched it. I
No way.
think I
because
don't think I
I've
did it with
actually seen that one. Yes, I
yeah, because
know.
I
I
tried to get
promise.
yeah, I tried to get Darren and Jasmine, and Darren did a pretty good job. Jasmine was not she didn't do a good backup, but I think she was just a little shy
She's
about
not a
doing it
heavy
because
metal.
I was so poor. She didn't want to be a part of it.
There's
Yeah, and she didn't want to be a part of my poor singing, I think. But
well, there was another movie that I actually just saw the clip of where they're and I don't ask me actors' names because I don't know, but
yeah, me either.
they're all at the dinner table and
Darren knows them all.
he's like, here's how we do it on the hi hat. Come on, Darren. On the hi hat. Go, Darren. On the hi- on the bass. Go, Greg. Boom, 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 boom. And the guy's going around the table trying to get him. And I'm kind of feeling that vibe where I'm like, yeah, no, I really don't have a hi hat. I don't have an imaginary hi hat. I don't I don't have one of those.
If my mouth
So
wasn't full,
so did you not have a so Darren told me that you had a beach song in
It might have happened, but I don't.
did he sing it to you, Darren?
I remember.
Probably did. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't.
I think he did it. I think he watched one of the shows with you doing it, and he liked it, and he had an idea.
I think it's brilliant. I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was though. Oh, it might have been from the window to the walls, till the sweat drips down my balls, till all you bitches crawl. Oh, skeet
He
skeet.
can do that one in any
Oh, skeet
genre.
skeet.
Beach.
I think you can do that. Oh, beach.
So your homework is to find a beach song and then convert it to heavy. And
That was my
yes.
idea for a
So the
band.
next
Well,
time you come on,
Yeah, to do like Jimmy Buffett type of
yeah.
music,
Yeah.
but put it to Metallica type music. That was my $1 million idea.
I
And
feel,
got off the ground.
and I feel like my retirement gig, I think I would like to go on, like, sing cheesy show tunes on a cruise ship.
Yeah, you should do that. And you know what I want to do on the cruise
Good.
ship? I'll support you.
Yeah.
So Marianne and I will be your hype people. What we want to do is we want to be the party starters.
All
So
right.
you go do the music and we'll be the people that get people up on the dance floor because that's what we
Yeah,
like to
okay.
do.
So you just want to be on the cruise. Like, you think you're getting a free cruise ticket.
Yeah, I don't really care if I get paid or not. As the party starter, I should get paid because
I
it's the
feel like
difference
you
between a
should.
good party and not a good party. Like if
Right.
we would do it at weddings or at quinceañeras or wherever, we can dance any style, and we'd like to do that. And yeah, we would be a party starter for sure. But I think
Yeah.
the older I get, the less party starting kind of vibe you
Yeah,
have
I think
because
I'm kind of losing my party starting vibe.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we should retire. I was telling Mariana the other day that really I think the way it should work, you should work or go to school in your 20s and then work
I
from
agree.
25 to
Yeah.
32, and then you should retire from 32 to 42 and then go back to work or
I
maybe
only get,
48.
whoa. Can I get a 20-year retirement? Because,
I mean, it's fine, a 20-year retirement and then go back to work.
yeah.
Like so 30 to 50 and then go back to work at 50. I think that's the better
So you're off in your
way.
prime. You're off in your prime. I
You're
totally
retired in
agree.
your prime, and then what happens
Yes.
is they could prepay you based on kind of your projection, and then if you make more or less after, then you would either pay them back
Now you
or
sound like a millennial because they want to be paid on their
yeah,
projections.
yeah.
Well,
Clearly, it's
I
all
like that
jokes,
idea,
but
but
Ouch.
the
yes.
problem is the older you get, the less desirable you are. It feels like that.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but everybody would be going in the workforce at a older age.
So
You
if
know what I mean?
it's
Everybody would
that
be going back into the workforce at
yeah.
50.
thing,
Yeah.
so it'd be like a
And no one would be in the workforce between the ages of what?
if it's a set thing, you're not really 60 or
Yeah.
55. You're more like the 30-year-old. You're on your second.
And we
Yeah,
would all
you'd
probably be
be
younger. 50 would be younger because no one would be worn out from working for the last 20 years. They'd all be like,
right.
"Oh, hey, we're coming down for retirement."
Yeah, I've been backpacking through Europe for the last 20 years.
I feel good.
I'm with
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'll vote for you. I'm in.
I'll vote for you.
Okay.
Please run.
Yeah.
I need somebody to vote for.
Well, you know what? We need any good American. I mean, we don't have the best two candidates we could find are really
And,
just
and
crappy.
honestly,
I mean, I don't like either one of
we
them.
just got in trouble because the last time we said less,
Oh my gosh.
we got snipped.
Oh no.
No, we got snipped.
I retract
And
that statement.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
this
I'll
is
take it out. I'll take it out
we,
because AI goes through and searches that stuff.
this is Roy, and I do not approve this message.
Yeah, yeah. This is Greg, and I apologize for the message. But you can
because
vote for me.
because Darren specifically told me it's all right. He's like, no, you are. There's one thing you just can't bring up. The one thing you could talk about anything. You can. I mean, and he listed. You can talk about furry
Balls on the
beavers.
wall,
Furry beavers. You can talk about
peachy
long
eyes.
long wieners, short wieners, any wieners, Labrador retrievers, any kind of dog, but no politics.
You're right.
And
Mhm. That's
so
right.
I promised.
We talked about
Yeah,
Pop-Tart
you did good.
and
That was me.
down. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I,
but I think what had happened is one of those people must eat buttered Pop-Tarts,
And I
and it
was for that person.
must have come up in some kind of yeah. But I think it was maybe the other one that they don't care one way. It's the other way that matters.
I think buttery biscuits are better than Pop Tarts anyway.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't think there's a debate there. I think the
So
debate was
What's
whether
wrong with
butter or no
butter and
butter on a
Pop-Tart? That's
Pop-Tart.
the question.
no, I do not. First of all, I've never really been a big. I hate to resurrect the Pop Tart conversation. I've never really been a big fan of Pop Tarts,
Me either,
but
Roy.
but the thought of putting butter on a Pop Tart, it's just no. I'm sorry,
So,
no.
yeah,
That makes
a
it
friend
better.
of mine hit me after the show and said that putting
We have a
butter on a
caller.
Pop-Tart is rancid. Oh, we have a caller.
We
Okay,
have a
let's hear it.
caller.
What do you got?
Hold on.
What do you got?
It's Atlanta.
Okay.
Oh, it's a FaceTime video.
Okay. Hey, tell her that we're going to chat with her via GPT
Hey,
because we don't know how to
so
talk to her.
all right, hold up. So Atlanta, we're live on we're live on Gen X Studio.
Gen Lab.
Yeah, we're
Hey,
live,
Hey,
and
Lila.
so thank you for calling. We've opened up the line. Your hair looks really
It's very pretty.
great, by
Yes,
the way.
very pretty.
And so
Does she have more
you,
volume there?
oh, she's got great hair. I
No, does she
mean,
have? No, I know her hair has
oh,
volume,
you
but
want me
does
to
the
turn it
phone
up?
have volume? Yeah.
That's it. That's all. So you just won tickets to the Metallica concert Friday night. A pair of tickets to go see Metallica because you're the first caller.
Really?
So
Well, and
congratulations.
actually, those tickets. It's across the street from Roy's house. The ticket gets you onto his yard, and you can actually just view it from his yard and listen to it.
And
Serious,
Mo,
yeah.
while
They're
the
playing
Yeah,
concert's
at.
going on.
and Mo
It's at the. It's
and
at.
Mo naked.
No, that's my job.
Ish.
That's my daughter. I don't know. You can't
Yeah,
I'm
you
talk
sorry. I'm
about
sorry.
her
My
mowing
bad. My bad.
naked.
My bad. My
you don't want
bad.
to hear that.
You can't hear them. Oh, she can't hear you because I have
Yeah,
my
I figured.
headphones on. See how
I
smart
figured.
I am?
I know. I
Brilliant.
know.
They can't hear you. That's why I
Hey,
wanted you to call. You won the tickets. I'll Venmo them to you.
he can hear in his headset.
Is Metallica really playing?
I will. I'll put them in your wallet. All right. I'll call you back. Love you.
Is
So next time she calls in, we can do a chat with her on GPT, so we can have a good conversation in lingo.
Oh, she doesn't need the Chat GPT. She can.
Oh, I know she
I've
doesn't,
talked to her
but
plenty.
she
Really.
can speak in in she can speak in the lingo, and then we can. Is she Gen Z or Alpha? I mean, or
She's no.
millennial?
She's Z. She's Z.
Z. Yeah.
She's so Atlanta's 2001. So yeah, Z.
Yeah.
And she is all Z. Everything about Z. She's
Oh,
iconic
really?
Z. Yeah,
Oh,
she's so
Really?
much fun. Yes.
oh, yeah, that is
That's awesome.
2001.
Good for you,
I
dude.
thought you meant 21. I was like, she's much older than that.
No,
Good for
she was
you.
born in 2001. She's 22 or 23.
My daughter is the last year of Z.
That's crazy.
But I don't know
She doesn't she doesn't mow naked either.
do stereotypical Z's have good work ethic?
Piper's
No.
got,
Because
got a,
Alana does.
Piper does.
Yeah. All of our kids do. Well,
That's
Go get him.
interesting.
all of Andrea's kids do.
Yeah,
Now mine are working on that.
yeah.
Mallory does.
So what
Ryan's
else
getting there.
tonight?
Grace is getting there.
Do we have a game or what do
Sir?
we got? Because my old lady's getting cleaned
Uh,
up and ready.
well, we kind of did our game at the beginning.
Oh,
He
Yeah, no, we
started
did
off
our
with
game
the
at the
game.
beginning. Yeah,
I
so we're
was gonna
good.
I was gonna start off with a good booger story, but
Okay, so Gen Zs are known for being highly adaptable and proficient with technology, which can contribute to efficiency and innovation in the workplace. They often seek roles that allow them to leverage these skills and prefer workplaces that are technologically up to date, but they don't they desire flexibility and stuff. They don't like to work hard.
my daughter.
They
yeah,
would rather
so
work
the not
smart.
work hard. Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's terrible at technology, and when she takes on a project, she works really hard. So but
Yeah, that's because she has Gen X parents.
Yeah.
Both of you guys, they don't have millennial parents
Yeah,
like most of them.
true, fair.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's fair. That's
yeah.
probably a difference.
yeah.
Same with mine.
Alana, if you're still watching the show, I'm very proud of your work ethic. So that's
Yes.
which is why today you got a phone call from the Minnesota Vikings for an internship.
Yes.
Wow, is that for real?
Well,
Yeah.
she didn't get the internship yet, but she got a call to say, heads up, we're going to call
Well,
you for an
that
interview.
is
So yeah,
That's
fantastic.
cool.
I love
yeah,
that.
yes.
Well, good for you and good for her.
I almost cried.
Congratulations.
I
Yeah, that's
almost
awesome.
cried. So I
It's a
would
lot
like
better
I
than
do
your
have a good
goldfish
booger.
time.
I do have a good booger story for you, and I would
Okay,
like to know.
we're gonna end on the booger story.
Okay, I didn't tell I haven't told the booger story, have I?
No,
I don't
you checked for boogers at the beginning of the show, but you didn't
Well, I
tell a
was
booger
going into
story.
the booger story because I I was trying to think of the millennial word, but it's not going to come to me. My very first real date with Andrea was, I don't know, probably about 10 years ago. I asked her out several times and I got turned down, but I was persistent and the persistence paid off. So I finally got the date. We went to dinner and a movie. Dinner first. After dinner, I decided it'd be a good idea to use the men's room. So I did my business, blew my nose, washed my hands, washed my face off a little bit, walked out of the bathroom. She was waiting for me in the lobby and she said, "What is that on your cheek?"
Oh no.
And she did like that. And when I
Oh, dude.
apparently when I blew my nose, I left a ginormous slimy booger
Oh, and
on
she
my
touched it?
she she pulled the booger off and she's like, "Oh." And she just very nonchalantly
Wiped it
just
on you?
I don't know where she put it.
On your
I don't
back?
no, I don't know where she put it. It was
She's like, "Oh, hey, I
Got
love
rid
you."
of it in a hurry.
and I mean
Gave you a big hug.
the rest is
Oh,
wiped it on my back maybe. I mean, how do you recover from that?
I
How
don't
do
know. How
you
did you recover from that?
I just was like,
Did she talk about it? Did she come back later and say, "Man, remember that booger?"
"Oh,
Did she ever
we
say
joke."
anything?
She'll tell people if I'm not behaving properly, she'll be like, "Don't make me tell him the booger story."
I can't believe she still went out with you.
Yeah,
I know.
Kenny.
And
It's
look, like,
amazing.
what do you do with this and a booger?
Oh,
So
man. It's
there is
amazing.
something about Mary.
It's amazing.
It's yeah, very similar. Very similar.
I just got the peanut gallery. The peanut gallery just said, "Is the booger story worse than the sweat story?" And I don't even really know. There's so many sweat stories. I don't know.
I feel like Amy. I feel like Amy needs to come share the sweat story with
All right,
us.
Amy, pull up. Pull up a chair. No, by
She said, "No."
Amy, you started it.
No.
Come on.
I'm not. I just got out of the bathtub. No.
All right.
No. She said
I
no.
don't know. What is the sweat story?
Well, we look forward to she can tell you the sweat story later, and then you can tell us on the next episode.
I will get the sweat story.
Yeah.
I will be in Fayetteville next weekend.
Yeah.
I will hunt
Maybe I'll
y'all
come see
down.
you guys.
I'm gonna come see you. I would like to get the sweat. I may call you tomorrow to get the sweat story.
I'm going to pull the RV.
Hey, if I could,
Plan
All
on.
right, good. I'm gonna come see y'all.
hey, if I come up there, will you hang out?
I'll do whatever.
Why don't we do a live broadcast from
Together, all
Fayetteville,
together.
all three in the same room? Can you set it up? Do you? I mean, even if we
RV?
could all get.
Questionable.
I'm calling live from Fayetteville on what's the date?
I'm not sure. This weekend.
October 5th.
October
I could do
5th.
Friday night, Friday the 4th. Live from Fayetteville, Friday the 4th.
And this is not live, by the
Friday
way.
night.
Wonder if
It's coming
Kathy's
in 3 weeks.
wonder if Kathy's going to be
No,
there.
let's go live. Let's go live. October 4th from the Roadhog.
There's
they
no
don't have Wi-Fi.
there. There's no internet at the Roadhog Park. It's
They-
crazy.
And by the way,
Mhm.
today's show has been brought to you by the Roadhog RV Park,
Yes.
where you can stop and see Flo Rider,
Yes.
park your RV, watch the game, watch a baseball game, walk across the street to a game. Roadhog RV Park for all your RV needs.
Yes. Where the curmudgeons rule and the partiers get crushed.
Well, may
Let's
the
land this
best
plane,
flag.
Greg.
May the best flag win. You guys have a great night. Enjoyed it, Roy from Memphis. Darren, always a pleasure. You were fuzzy tonight. So
You were
hopefully next
so
time I see you.
fuzzy.
It'll clear up.
Yeah, it'll come out all right. Yeah. All right. Hey, see you guys. Enjoyed it.